Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Blobble right about now, bringing you the latest update to the Zebec network. So here we go. We do have these parallel channels coming into play here. So this is a weekly time frame, guys. So we need to pay attention to certain levels in the markets. Okay, so this is the highest. This candle here is the highest weekly close prior to this insane candle that we saw close out last week. We are looking pretty decent on the weekly candles right now, okay. However, once we do zoom in to the sort of smaller time frames, it does tell a different story. So we need to proceed with Zebec network with caution, okay, guys. And I'm going to show you a brilliant entry if you did miss the train from the breakout last week. Okay, so if we come into the daily now, again, these trend lines will remain the same as there was sort of, placed in the sort of weekly time frame, if you will. So, you know what? I think Zebec is about to break down here, and there could be a big capitulation. So, what I would be looking at here, there's another level down here. So, on the daily, I'd be inclined to move it as down to as low as this sort of level here on this sort of shelf here. We brought resistance here around the sort of 21st of May before we saw that rally up now. So again, if we actually zoom further into the charts, for example, on the 4 hour, you can see here we do have an ascending sort of wedge, not a wedge, sorry, a sort of parallel channel, if you will. Let me just duplicate this line here, just make it a little bit easier. Here we go. There we go. There or thereabouts. So this is like a parallel channel, if you will, give or take. And what's happened here is this parallel channel, this is bearish structure right here, and we saw this sort of fake out to the upside now on the 4 hour time frame. We saw the breakout to the upside, which basically probably caught a lot of traders thinking we're going much higher. Right now we're breaking below, so it looks as if Zebec, in my opinion, could actually capitulate here. And you know what, I'd be looking at placing my entries here around this sort of 0.02 cent region, around this sort of order block here, which I'm going to draw out for you guys. So I'd be looking at loading up around this sort of section. Okay, so what I'm seeing is right now is Zebec coming down. The best case scenario in this sort of short term will be a sort of bounce off that sort of channel, and then we come down. Okay, and that would come down all the way down here. So it's quite a big dip. And then what I'd be looking to do once it does fill this sort of order block here, once we do get a retest, this is all going to happen pretty quick, guys. So make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so I can keep you guys up to date. I'm trying to save you money and also give you the best opportunity to make money moving forward, guys. So I'd appreciate the support. Now, once we do get that sort of move to the downside, if that does come, which is looking likely, again, trading and crypto is all probabilities. Once we get this sort of filling this purple order block, we would then be looking at printing higher up to that sort of 1 cent region. Okay, so we'd probably get above the sort of 1 cent region, which is our sort of first target. We'll probably consolidate for a little bit, for example, something like this, and then we may see the next leg up, which would then take us up to about 5 cent, was it? I was looking at a 5 cent area in the previous video, guys. So something along these lines, guys. Okay, so again, proceed with caution, but right now I'd be very careful. Now, before I do get off, guys, I need to do the measurements for you guys. So for example, if we was to capitulate here, even from current prices, look at my cursor here, you're talking around a 50% retracement, so that's half of your money evaporated, when what you could be doing is taking some form of profits. I'm not saying take all your profits, because this could continue running up, but in terms of the market structure right here, especially with this ascending channel, this is bearish structure. So in my view, it's just a case of how far Zebec is going to sort of retrace by, and in my view we're going to at least retrace by around sort of 35 to 50% in my view. So I'd be then looking at loading back up, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'll keep you up to date, so make sure to like, share, comment, ultimately subscribe to the channel so I can keep you up to date. Click that notification bell and I shall catch you in the next update, guys. Take it easy. I've been the Blobble, over and out.